As wood carvers, using the bandsaw to cut out blanks for our carvings is probably one of the greatest time-saving techniques that we have available to us. I'm Goodson, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the bandsaw to cut out blanks for figures such as my sea captain here. On this particular carving, I've created a clay model, which is what you see here, and then from that I've been able to trace and create this pattern for the bandsaw by tracing around the outline of my clay model. Okay, to transfer the pattern to our block of wood, my favorite technique is to use a pounce wheel to transfer the lines. This way we don't have to deal with carbon paper or other techniques that can be slow and somewhat aggravating. So what I'm going to do here is I've got this reference line on my piece of paper that corresponds with the corner of the block of wood. I have another line that goes across the bottom of my carving. So I'm going to line that up and I will fold it over the edge of my block of wood. Now that I've done that, all I have to do is follow my line with the pounce wheel. If you're having problems with your pattern slipping, you could use tape to secure your pattern to the wood, but I have found that it's really not necessary. Okay, now once you've finished the process of tracing the outline, which you can see the line of little dimples that the pounce wheel has left, I go around that with a pencil or a marker. That way it's very easy to see these lines when you're working at the bandsaw. Now that I've finished transferring the pattern to my block of wood, we can head to the bandsaw. Be sure to read and understand manuals for any woodworking equipment that you use. Always follow safe woodworking practices. And do not forget about the dust collection system. Overexposure to wood dust will, over time, cause serious respiratory system problems. So grab your dust mask and we'll head to the bandsaw.
The way that I go about cutting out the blank is by sawing out either the front or side profile. For this piece, I started with the side profile. Once the side is cut out, then I'll rotate the wood 90 degrees to saw out the front profile. The key to being able to do this is to stop each cut right before the saw blade exits the wood. Leave about 1/16 of an inch of wood uncut so that the waste wood remains attached to the rest of the block of wood. Then very carefully back the saw blade out of the cut. If you cut a little too far and a piece comes off, simply tape it back onto the rest of the block. I use a 1/4 inch blade because it allows a fairly tight turning radius. sometimes 90-degree corners or other tight radiuses will need to be cut. Here's a close-up view of how I saw those areas. Use small back and forth motions to widen the saw curve on the waste wood side of the line until there is a large enough hole to allow the blade to easily turn the corner. Now that all of the side profile has been cut out, I'll cut out the front profile. No need to leave the waste wood attached now. Once all of the front profile has been sawed out, the waste wood can be simply broken or pried off. So here's our finished cutout. Not only will the bandsaw save you a lot of time and effort, but it will increase the accuracy of your carvings because all of the major landmarks of both the front and side profiles have already been established on the wood, which is going to allow you to proceed with the carving process much easier and quicker.